want to go over here, check it out. He keeps talking to Mother in his head, which makes me think of Norman Bates from...
I don't think it's really that weird, though, like, because it's for the purposes of a video game. Oh. Open the gate, right?
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
So we could have used some weird skill if we knew how to do it.
Interesting.
I think it's pretty weird. I mean, I'm just looking at it from the fact that I'm absorbing it as a thing.
A Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili, quantilia produncia mundus vergatur.
No, we're an idiot.
No, it's because we don't have like those certain skills.
I know.
It's kind of
Stop ruining my jokes by saying yes. Well, logically, Mari.
But
it's
hold
because
on,
of these
no.
reasons.
So I was going to point out though, I do think it's kind of neat how like this would completely change the game experience.
Yeah, you're right.
Based like I mean, I would guess that there would be a lot of replay value.
No way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Yeah, I agree. You're right.
Oh, barrels.
It's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
What's
So
oh, there's
cool.
a thing.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Oh, there's the did you see the thing? The lantern over
The controls are a little wonky.
Oh.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Don't go through their mailbox.
Do it.
But do it.
Ah. One of the letters is stamped with the seal of the Order. And I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter.
What?
Yeah.
It's sealed.
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine.
This is a secret code.
What is your game here, Mother?
It's gotta be.
Secrets. Always more secrets.
He's
You
not...
don't talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here.
It's bothering
Who is
me.
this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
It's bothering me that he, like, broke the seal without him being, like, trying to be careful about it or putting effort into sealing it back up.
Oh my god.
Because it's, like, you know, usually, like, the whole point of a seal is to be, like...
it's a letter his mother wrote. It's not...
Still rude.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, if he's here to investigate her disappearance, then why does he have to cover it up?
That's true. I just, like, you know...
It'd be like if I wrote a letter and you were investigating my disappearance and so you read one of the letters that I wrote. Like, I don't think anybody would fault you for that, you know?
You would.
I mean,
Let's be honest, Stacey. You'd be like, you read my letter, Mari? And I'm like, well, you were missing for, like, 2 weeks.
Mari, I keep secrets for a reason. Didn't you see the wax?
I know, you'd still be mad at me. Like, you're acting as if this is no big deal, but if I read one of your letters that you sealed specifically with wax in the year 2018, I feel like you'd be mad still.
Okay,
So I'd have to lie to you and have a complex system of opening your sealed wax letters. Nope.
Can't remember.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
So we kept the letter.
Okay.
Lantern.
At least we
Special.
didn't send in. The guy was like, what the fuck happened to this letter?
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's
Ah.
look.
Oh,
Now we can, like...
A letter written in an Oriental language.
I don't think we know it.
hold on. I was taking a sip of my tea.
slightest idea what it says.
I feel so stupid. Like, everything's like, no, idiot.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there. Probably a Dutchman.
His Eminence.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Pashi. No. Can't seem to place it.
You know what I'd like to give credit? He didn't do one of those things where he says something creepy in his head about that nice lady.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know how usually, well, a lot of the times in video games or even like where it's in like the perspective of the guy, he'll go, like, just say something weird.
Well, I mean, it doesn't even have to be, like, super weird, but just, like...
Just anything.
If he just says anything.
If he talks, I don't like it. I don't like it when men talk.
Egypt.
That's a joke, men can talk.
Communicates with the whole world, apparently.
No, but it's kind of like when it's like they say something like it just.
It's like why would a woman like that have her boobies blah blah blah?
Well,
You know,
or just like something like really objectifying, and it's like, okay, so yes, I know that we all like notice each other's bodies and stuff, but
we don't need to like. And also,
you
bothers...
don't have to include fantasy racism if you don't want to.
I know it doesn't need to be there, man.
Yeah.
But. You know, I guess one of the things that bothers me is that the game will create a character that's very sexual, like the Duchess or whatever, and then they'll have the other characters react negatively to her. And I'm always, like, a little annoyed by that because it's like, well, you guys made her that way.
Yeah, well, and it's like, if that doesn't serve a purpose, then why is it there? You know?
Like, a lot of people in the Mass Effect series would, like, kind of like riff on Miranda for wearing a skimpy like scientist uniform. It's like, yeah, but BioWare, you kind of like made her that way, so why would you write it like that?
Yeah, unless your purpose is to show that the other characters are assholes.
Yeah, but even then, it's like, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
We're gonna. Oh, we got points back. We got energy back.
So you use so you can find, so we have these things called effort points, which I don't know if you noticed that little bar in the corner.
Okay, it restores 2 effort points. Yep. We got royal jelly.
So you can use it right now and it'll restore 2 of those points.
I want to save it.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
That's smart.
So we got stuff over here.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
That's a lot of seeds. Like, where's a plantation around here? Where would they grow food?
An old gate.
Maybe we could use it
This
to pry that.
miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Take the bar.
This might just come in handy.
Maybe we can use it to pry open that door.
Good catch.
So, I'm really enjoying this so far.
Me too.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
I don't know, I just really kind of like the idea. Oh, wait, go back to that plank. On the left-hand side now. There.
The idea of specking into things.
Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up.
Because your grandma's a werewolf now! That's what it is.
Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
I don't know, somehow the idea of, like, speccing into these different abilities and, like, everything being completely different if you play it through the next time, that's kind of cool.
I mean, that's kind of like a Dragon Age Origins kind of thing.
Exactly. But I'm just saying it's cool to see it in this type of setting where it's not,
Filled with 10,000 darkspawn you need to kill.
yeah.
It's a little more streamlined. Hi, AJ. Are you a sweet little puppy boy? What do you think, AJ? What's your opinions on the game?
Alright, let's see if we can open this door.
Yeah. I bet you grandma or mom is a werewolf, and that's why she's just being a weirdo. So I assume you picking the lock leaves no evidence that you broke in.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
What? Force it open with your agility.
Nice.
There we are.
So see, if we had been able to pick it, yeah.
It probably would have, someone's gonna be like, did you break into this? No.
No, of
This
course
wharf
not.
is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here?
Is that gunpowder?
Cannon powder.
Huh.
It's open. You're gonna get rain on there.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
Why is it unusable? Because it got
So
wet?
that bar had cannon powder on it, so I wonder if someone was using it for something.
Here's the thing, though. When I look at the security here, it's really terrible. Look at this. There's no way I can get to the other side. You could have just
Without
walked
getting my shoes wet.
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly,
who's gonna do that?
most of those rocks are out of the water. Like, the security is not the greatest.
So we should probably use a couple of those royal jellies.
I wish there was like an option or a route you could go where it just goes, oh, you can just walk across those rocks, and then everyone else can't do it.
Maybe it's like
Crystal case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
hold on, turn around for a second. Go back. What's that?
Amber fragment. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you
Ooh.
increase your maximum effort points by 1.
Amber
Validate.
crystals.
So that's very good. We want more of those. And also don't forget we can't carry too many of the royal jellies, so like I think we can carry max 5.
Okay, I want to wait until like we absolutely need it. That's my.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
By being rich? Like, that's the
Yeah.
answer. And probably abusing laborers. Is this a pre or post French Revolution? Yeah, look it up. I have a hard time thinking that, like, aristocracy like this could survive in post-revolution, but I could be wrong.
Well, he's on his own little island, so this is post.
Look at this
Or
Poseidon dude.
no, this is during,
Oh, shit.
I think. Because this is 1790.
You're missing all the cool shit.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you?
But
Your
thank you for
Eminence?
looking it up.
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this
What's
very
that on his
spot.
hand?
I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope, but I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Okay, during a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Oh, so we really should have used those royal jellies, because now we have no points.
I'm sure I can, like, pause it and eat
Each
it.
confrontation displays an interference showing exactly how much the person you are talking to is convinced. Cool. So...
Ha ha! How do I use them?
Son, I'll bear that
maybe we don't need to? I don't know.
in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
I don't even know what we do.
Oh.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, let's just say it. Why
My
not?
mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago.
It's a secret,
Mother
don't tell
trained me,
anyone.
And I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit. All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Hold on.
You
There's
eat-
gotta be a way to eat these jellies.
There's gotta be.
How do I eat jelly? Is it just not gonna let me do it right now, or what?
I don't know. Have you tried pressing other buttons?
Damn it. This is what I get for being frugal.
Yes, I'll give it to her if I
Listen,
find her.
You have nothing to fear. I will give your letter to my mother the moment I find her.
The moment you find her?
Oh
You
boy.
mean Sarah has gone missing?
Ugh.
Shit. I shouldn't have said that. Let's not exaggerate, Your Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
We're doing so bad.
If I
Do
give
you think
the
we can
letter,
just, like,
can you
start over
promise
from a
me
checkpoint?
before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. Huh.
So it's not through a lack of goodwill, but I'd rather swear by something else.
Ah, I beg your pardon?
I mean, to be honest with you, and for my promise to keep all its value, I assure you, it would be better if I didn't swear before God. I shall swear upon my mother's life, if you prefer.
Are you aware of the enormity of what
Yep.
you just said to me, young man? Listen, it is nothing against you, but I prefer to keep this envelope. I'll wait until I run into your mother. It isn't as urgent as that, really. So, let's join the others.
Alright. I gotta figure out how to eat
If I'd
these
answered differently,
jellies.
I'm sure I could have got my hands on that letter. Too bad.
Well, now we get to see that version, so...
Let's see.
Can I eat... How do I eat them? It's buttons.
So, click.
Are you serious? Oh! We could have done that during the thing the whole time.
Yep.
Okay, well, now we know, so we're better for it.
Okay.
Bread, fix that. Love you. Say you love bread.
Love you. Mari, fix your computer.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
What?
Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points.
Cool.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Riche. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
So we should probably say my mother?
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I
like her.
understand rightly, Monsieur de Riche, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Invent something, maybe? Do we want to say she's gone missing?
I mean, everyone seems
Lord
to
Mortimer
know.
asked me to come as quickly as possible to find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah,
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand
Is this
Master of the
George
Golden Order.
Washington?
Yeah.
It's the highest
You
distinction
didn't
of the
catch
Order
when
in the
he
United
said that?
States.
I don't know. I
It's
was
him on par with
kind
my
of.
mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
He said who he was.
Good evening, my
I don't
friend.
know.
He was like,
I don't listen when men talk.
That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case
Wow.
has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer.
That's
he
a
can't
look.
be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
we should
If
stay
you
with
don't
him.
mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home.
So
Thank you,
everyone's
If
denying
I stay
his.
with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
I kind of want to hang out with the weird guy.
With Holm?
Yeah, I don't know. Feels like, he's cool. I don't know.